Hey guys, I'm going to show you real quick today how to put the pleats over the bridge of the nose and under the chin for the masks that you're making for the healthcare workers. I've noticed that if you don't have a pleat here and here, that there's a gap and it's not very snug. So you're going to want it to be nice and snug around the nose and the chin to give them the most coverage possible. These aren't as good as the real thing, obviously, but this is better than nothing having these. So, this mask is obviously not done. I haven't done the side pleats yet, little gathers, okay? But you can kind of see what happens with the nose if you don't have it pleated. Same thing with the chin. So I'm gonna show you real quick how to do these little pleats for the nose and the chin. They're really simple. What you wanna do is take a mask when you're about this point. I like to do a stitch before I do any of the pleats. It just makes it easier for the fabric to hold still. So you're gonna find the middle just by folding it in half, okay? And what I have found to just be super simple, quick, and efficient is to just try to crease right there pretty good. All right, so that will be your reference point. You can kind of see there's a little line there. Okay, so if you notice how I did it, there's a flat part that will go over the nose because you don't want to do this on the nose. So you want the flat part to be where the nose is. So all you got to do is just put your thumb there, grab some from over here, and you can kind of decide. I'm looking at like, I don't know, between 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. Okay, and then you can see the crease is still right there. And then you do it on, well, obviously we're gonna pin it, okay? And I like to pin this way so that when I'm sewing, I can pull it out without having to get by the foot of the sewing machine. It's just easier that way, I think. Okay, so you can still see the crease right there. I'm just gonna go the other way. Again, just try to make it equal. Let's look at the other side and try to match it up. Okay, then pin it. Simple as that. And you have your pleats. Okay, and then this part right here is nice and flat, so we'll go over the bridge of the nose and it won't scratch them and rub them raw. Okay, and then when you're doing your finishing touches and you've done the pleats on the side too, and you do that last stitching, you're gonna go over here just one time is really all it takes. And then that pleat will be sewn in place. So after you finish the pleats around the entire mask, you're just gonna go around it one more time and that will secure those pleats in. Hopefully that makes sense. Get sewing. We love our healthcare workers.